And it begins.
Welcome to Joey Swole's apology video. I am your host, Jose Garza. Just kidding, guys. Welcome to Puro, Pinche Sports. I am your host, Jose Garza. So that is true. Along with me tonight is Sugar Cherry Parker, humble hater James, and of course, tonight we are joined by a special guest, the host. It's Jack. Oh God, I got interrupted.
Right,
Woo!
Shut up, dude.
The man just jumped there like nothing. Woo!
Yeah, there he
See,
is.
Milton, you have mascot, which is your kid, and now you have Trey's.
Yeah, I think all y'all have mascots. That's good. That's good.
It's fun to have a mascot for sure.
100%.
Definitely.
That's a lively mascot right there. What's up, dude?
All right. All right, and going back to it, host of the People's Debate is joining us tonight. It is Milton. How you doing, brother?
All right, man. Appreciate y'all having me. Grateful to be here and thankful for the invite. So, but to answer your question, I'm good.
Always.
I appreciate you taking the notice on 24 hours and sending the list real quick.
It's cool. Luckily, I come prepared. Whenever I do the top 7 on the People's Debate, I write a 32 list just in case. So I was ready.
All right, then. That works out. So, guys, just before we head on to tonight's topic, which is our 4th annual running back RB1 consensus rankings. Oh, 4th annual. Milton, it's crazy because every year, as you know, as with our other list, it just gets nuts. So
4th annual. Shout out to y'all. I bet you got your repeat guys, but y'all been doing it long and strong for this long.
We're trying, man. We're trying.
Darn it. Yeah, go ahead.
Milton, there's always something you gotta say in an episode. Whether it's this,
shout out to y'all for sticking together for this long.
Wow. Joey Swole got nothing on you, brother. I'm just saying. But anyways, I want to hit up, obviously we've been out for 2 weeks. So James, kick it off with you, man. How's it been? What's been good? What's been positive sports related in the world for you, brother, in the sports world? How's it been the last 2 weeks?
I feel good as far as the sports world is going. I mean, things are happening. Sports related, college is getting ready to gear up. NFL is getting ready to gear up. NBA's working and doing its thing, trying to make changes. I've been watching a lot of WNBA lately, trying to stay away from the Cowboys, but they keep pulling me in, man. It's highlight here, highlight there. Dak's always giving me the presidential answer, and I'm just hoping we have no more injuries, Tyler Guyton goes down. That's Dak's left side, you know what I'm saying? So
could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Yep. Agreed.
Which one could have been worse? It's already worse. We lost Zach.
No. It could have been torn ACL. It's not. He's only out for 4 to 6 weeks.
Oh, that's still half the season.
Whoa. What's up with you you're very passionate with the Cowboys, huh? I hear it.
Yes. Man, I hear it. It's so frustrating.
Yeah,
but
I hear it.
It's like I look at it this way as a Cowboys fan. Everyone else has gotten either closer or won, and we have done neither. Okay, so I love to make it to the divisional. I love to make it to a conference.
You're making this real sad.
Wild card.
He's like, am I asking for so much here?
You know what I'm saying? I've lowered my standards. Jesus Christ. Dude, Washington almost made it. You know what I mean? The Lions return to glory. Look at us still not making it.
But I will say this. A Cowboys fan is a loyal fucking man.
Look at this guy, Mr. My team just researched to greatness. I don't want to hear from you.
He's coming for everybody.
You didn't even hear what I said.
I heard what I said.
You don't care. You don't care. Everyone gets.
I said the good thing about a Cowboys fan is they are a loyal person. So I said
that's not good, Trey. There's repeated abusers out there putting hands and feet on women that they're loyal to as well. So no, I didn't mean to go that far right, but all right. Really back here.
Please send all your complaints to Shannon Sharp, aka Club Shay Shay at gmail.com.
Oh man.
Or Gil's Arena.
I don't know what that comment was that you put on the chat yesterday, Jose. It was about Shannon Sharp. That was hilarious, by the way. Man.
Oh yeah, freaky dicky quacky.
What did he officially get fired for?
That was pretty funny.
He got fired just for, I guess, just the lawsuit happening. That's it. They didn't really give him a reason. Like
that's it.
Yeah. Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
And him settling, I bet, because there's some kind of, they always put some kind of form of guilt if you settle.
Well, not only that, I guess ESPN's trying to probably protect itself too.
Yeah, probably.
That's stupid though.
Oh, protect themselves from what? Damn, show sucks now.
They're Disney, bro. They're Disney. They gotta protect themselves no matter what.
Look, honestly, like they suck. Like everything that they do now is terrible. Like they just have mega rights to big time sports. That's all.
You're not really wrong, honestly.
Oh, he's 100% right.
I used to watch ESPN all the time. I don't watch it all anymore.
Like you got so many other apps and podcasts and other things that are sports related that is taking over. That is like at a minor level.
Debate.
Yeah, like bro.
Trey, how about you, man? How's your last 2 weeks been?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Kind of just chilling. I really haven't. Like James said, I'm not trying to get too hype on the highlights or nothing like that. It is, training camp, but the stuff that I've seen and heard, it's nice, but I don't want to put too many eggs in that basket. I just want my team to get better, right? Like everybody's doing.
Hey, Jose, could I ask Trey a question?
Ask him.
Since Cortland Sutton just got paid, how on a scale 1 to 10, how happy are you?
I'm actually happy. I do like Cortland, honestly, and I think I've talked about this with the guys. I think Cortland is a great team player. Think about it like this, bro. He's been through how many head coaches, how many quarterbacks, how many systems with, you know what I mean? Like, and he's always done well. He hadn't been crazy good number wise, but he's always done well.
Right.
Okay. And then looking back at some of his highlights, even with some shitty ass quarterbacks, pardon my French, but he's made some amazing plays. You know what I mean? Like I saw one post that was talking about him against the Chargers DBs, how he owns them. Yeah. Because he's always making highlight touchdowns, highlight catches. So overall, I'm excited. If I had to put a rating on it, I'd say I'm an 8.5, 9 out of 10, honestly.
Right on. Just thought I'd ask.
Sutton is the Terry McLaurin of the AFC.
He's like the big body Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, 100%. That's a great reference.
So I'm excited.
And him and Bo together, bro, is actually, I'm not gonna lie, it's been, their chemistry is dope. But I will shout Cortland out on this, and he said in an interview, he did a really good job at being a team-friendly contract as well.
Oh, 100%.
Because
that's a deal.
He even said in an interview, he goes, because I want this team to stick together for a while. So they're already in talks with Zach Allen. That should be closed soon. Mm-hmm. I think next is either DJ or Nick Benito. So,
but if Benito has another year like he had last year, yeah, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm excited because of that too. And if you look, they posted like all the people that we signed on free agency, restructured contracts, all that jazz. And we have everybody except for Evan Ingram for 3 to 4 years. Evan Ingram's 2. So it's like, holy crap, we have. And then Bo, of course, is on his contract for another 4 years too, So it's nice, bro. I'm kind of excited for the next couple of years as long as everybody stays healthy.
Let us welcome in the Professor Alex Cruz into the chat. He has 1 ACL. He has no meniscus. He's at least a foot shorter, but he's here live with us tonight. How you doing, brother?
A lot of pain.
A lot of sadness in this. Is this how you always started? It's a lot of sadness here.
I'm okay. They didn't give him an epidural, so he couldn't survive it.
How long is the recovery supposed to be, Chi-Town?
I think 8 months, but I'm gonna give myself about a year. So,
right on.
Yeah.
I think next month I should start lifting weights. I'm gonna start lifting weights again.
Well, the draft combine's in 2 weeks. If you're ready.
Crazy word.
I want to start lifting again. I've been losing weight, and I've been losing a lot of my on my
Strength?
muscle deficiencies in my arms and in my legs. So I just try to stay positive, man. All I do is just read and just watch baseball.
There you go, man. That's all you can do, really. Is you're in recovery. It's like there's really not much you can do. So
Yeah.
awesome, man. Awesome. Well, I mean, at least you're able to recover now. Like you're not worried about tearing it and all this other stuff like before. Like now your surgery's done. Now the process, really begins.
Yeah, that's
Milton,
recovery.
how's those last 2 weeks been for you, brother? So I know you haven't been on a minute, but I mean, obviously you've been doing stuff with the People's Debate and stuff. How you been, as sports related world, the Patriots and all the other stuff?
Well, it's good to see, like Trey said, it's good to see what's happening in camp, but I'm not going to take too much out of it. It's all been good. Hopeful for as far as the Patriots. Shout out to the Patriots. And yeah, it's been good doing the research I'm doing. It's always fun for me. So it's been good, man. Yeah.
Nice. Well, guys, it's time. We've already done the quarterback rankings. We did wide receiver ones 2 weeks ago. Obviously, a lot of people have their feelings on where those spots were going, but now we're going to running backs, which should be closing out this summer's rankings system, our 4th annual. So should be fun. But here we go, fellas. Trey, you here? You ready?
Yes, sir.
Trey? All right. Bet.
Oh, yeah.
Alex, are you ready? Are you ready for the madness?
Not really. I was about to go to sleep.
You told me to send you the link. I was going to let you sleep.
Well, I was just sitting on the couch. I was like, man, and I was like, it's time for me to get up and move a little bit.
Hey, Jose, since you've seen all of our answers and our list,
Right.
compared to, because I watched y'all's quarterback ranking, not quarterback, wide receiver, right? Wide receiver ranking. How is it all over the place like that, or?
Let's just say Jeff is being Jeff.
I wanted him to be on here, dude. I had my paper here. I said I'm gonna write everything he said.
There ain't enough words and facial expressions that he can be given for the ludicrousness that involves his mind projecting players' movement.
As he was fair to his Cowboy fandom, with the wide receivers, QB's obviously not. Running backs, we'll see. Let's see how it goes. All right, fellas, welcome to the 4th annual Running Backs 1 Consensus Rankings. I hope everyone loves that picture.
His head's so big. My God.
Why's my head got I got a big head, dude, but come on.
Bro, that is hilarious.
Could have made it a little smaller, but go ahead. I'm glad to be being confided with
just beefed up
Big
his
Brother
arm.
James.
It's one of those abnormally funny, like it's like hilariously, like those big head, whatever you call them, the big hats.
Yes, and I look like that, and so appreciate that, Jose. At least I'm being consoled by Big Brother James.
Trying to call you out with
That's
the big
cool.
hats, bro.
Nah, we can't do fellow black men like that.
See, I didn't want to just leave Marco up there. I wanted to Milton, since you put in the time and sent me a list. I was like, let's put in the work. Let's go ahead and involve him. He's one of us. He's one of our brothers here. So there you go. Could I have it made a little smaller? Sure. Yeah,
fun in that.
I could have made it a little smaller. My God.
There's no fun in that. I'm cool
we're still using the body of someone that quit the pod like 3 years ago. I don't know what to tell you, okay?
Sure. Okay. I'm glad to be here,
All right, fellas.
No, so to the combine so you can be involved in the new picture.
Oh yeah. If y'all do that, I would love to be a part. So I can really
Alex, I don't know if Alex has somebody to substitute for him for the draft combine in 2 weeks. I don't know if he wants to ask Milton to cover for him, but I know Lewis needs coverage too.
Yeah, I'm not as athletic as I was, but I think I still got it. So
I have no athleticism right now, so
Buddy, I'll put it to you like this. You're good. You'll be okay, I promise.
You'll be fine during the 40 and the 6v6.
Oh yeah. I'm still a sprinter. All right, so it's all good.
It'll take me an hour to do the 40, buddy.
If I go in my conditions, I'll still probably be one of the best athletes out there.
All right.
All right.
No.
Hey, what are you saying again?
Yeah, you're not. They're not. That drug must not be strong if you still thinking like that.
Feeling good. Feeling good. Confidence
All
on
right.
A1. There you go.
All right, Phil. So I changed it up a little bit. Obviously, the last 2 weeks you've seen 32 to 2-1, but now to make it a little quicker, I changed things up a little bit here. So going into straight to 32 and 31. Ooh, that's a lot of numbers. So really, in a little short picture, trust me, it took a while for me to get all those done. So obviously, number 32 is Jerome Ford, and number 31 is Jalen Warren. Not a lot of love for Warren, who's taking over Najee Harris, and Ford. Yeah, well, it's the Browns.
Yeah.
Okay. Because obviously this is a projection, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Jalen Warren, the only reason I think they're going to run the ball heavy, so I can be completely wrong, but I think he's not going to end up being the starter. That's why I had him so low. Just to put that in perspective. So.
Yeah.
Mine is I look at him more as a scat back, and I think Jerome Ford is fighting for a spot over there, but he might win that out depending on what happened with Jefferson.
Right.
I like him to be the lead guy over there because I would say he has the most experience, and they can lean on him. But it's just a matter of knowing what that offense is going to do. They've leaned on Nick Chubb heavy for years. Even while having wide receivers and stuff like that over there. So, with both of these offenses, I really don't know what the hell they're going to do. In Seattle, not Seattle, the Steelers is just like, you don't know what's going to happen with Rodgers and that offense.
Yeah. So, obviously, we know that Quinshawn Judkins has some legal troubles going on right now. He's being accused of assaults, domestic assault to his ex-girlfriend. And he's the only rookie not signed. Crazy.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and say he's convicted.
Yeah, but if he had not been doing any of that stuff and he had not, gotten himself in trouble, I think a lot of us could have agreed that he probably would have been a lot higher on this list than where Jerome Ford ended up being. Sure. But sadly, that's just not the case to the situation we're at right now. So this is where we stand. Any debates on these guys being this low? Obviously, for the most part, we were consensus on Jerome Ford. A little bit off course with Jalen Warren. But that's
with Jose, you're more high on him because of the volume you think he's going to get?
Oh, yeah. I do think he's going to start. And I do think the Arthur Smith is definitely going to be focused on. There's a reason why they got Jonnu Smith, to add on to Freiermuth and all that stuff. I do think they're going to run the ball as much as possible and try to limit Aaron Rodgers' mistakes.
I forgot he was over there. That's what the offense is terrible. No, Arthur Smith is terrible, bro. God.
Well, we'll see. He's got. Let's see if he's gonna be part of the reason why Mike Tomlin stays 500 and plus or goes under. All right, going to 29 and 30. It is Trey's and James's running backs. R.G. Harvey for 29 and Javonte Williams at number 30. I'm probably maybe a little too high on Harvey. But I thought the Broncos running back, the reason they got him is for obviously his stellar work in college. So I think they're gonna run him basically to the ground early on. But I don't know, maybe that's why some of y'all have reserves yet on him. How y'all feeling, Trey? How are you feeling? Because this is your guy, RG Harvey's at 29.
I have high hopes for him, but I think the Broncos are going to start Dobbins first for a couple games for sure. Yeah. Likewise. And then start to 1-2 punch probably towards the middle of the year.
Yeah.
That's my thought process. But I agree. Watching some of his highlight reel, watching what he can do, how athletic this dude is, he makes me think of Maurice Jones-Drew, to be completely serious. The dude's a fucking little stud. So I have high hopes. But I put him at 32 because out of the rookies, I think he's the lower end rookie because, of course, Genty and everything. So that's why I put him at 32, just because he's a rookie.
It was weird because I agreed. I Milton asked me, he's like, wait, why not Dobbins? And I thought it was supposed to be Dobbins too, but the depth charts, they have Harvey over him.
Yeah, it is Harvey right now, but the talks are that that's what they're going to do.
So, 1-2 punch is not bad, though. Harvey and Dobbins can be. If Dobbins can stay healthy, that's his only weakness.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing, man. He was killing it when he was healthy. So,
James, how are we feeling about your boy Javonte down at 30? I mean, obviously that he's gonna be in a running back committee with all the guys in that.
I don't even want to see him on the field.
Damn.
I'm being completely honest. I'm on the blue train. I'm on the fact we need to get guys that can get the ball and get the hell out of Dodge. I'm sick of having all these backs that like to, dance in the backfield, try to create space. I was a fan of him with Denver because he started off very, very good until he got the injury. And he made the most of nothing while Denver was in that rebuilding process. But I mean, I love to see him see the field because he's a vet. You know what I mean? I need Blue needs to see somebody that can lead out and then eventually take over. But I'm cool. I'm cool on him. I just understand we don't have the line to produce that type of that force for a strong running game. That's something we gotta remodel and rebuild. And then I like Harvey. I really do. I think he's a stud. I think he's gonna be dominant over there. And the way that the offense is coming and going, I eventually see him doing what they did with Alvin Kamara over in New Orleans. So it's just a matter of time before they unleash him, especially with the speed he has in open field.
That's exactly what they're saying.
Yep, that's beautifully said.
It's just a matter of time, but that's my thought process.
Alex, obviously you're not putting them ridiculously high, but you do have them a lot higher than most of us do. What is your thought process on these two guys?
Just looking back, Harvey's a type of guy that I didn't think of Kamara. I thought of not necessarily him being the same player as Reggie Bush, but if you look back, in those early years of Sean Payton, the way he used Reggie Bush, I feel like they'll use the same methods with RJ as far as getting him the ball in space in open field, because that's what he did in UCF. And then as far as Williams, I still I feel like he's going to have most of the, even though it's running back committee, but I still think that he still has something in the tank with all those weapons they have there, and as far with the receivers, he's going to have his shot. I mean, the defenses are not going to be loaded as much in the box. What I feel like with all the weapons they have out there in space.
So I do have one concern.
Yes.
The fact that this is number 29 and number 30, and we actually all have them ranked decently high for the most part, except for one-offs, that scares me for the rest of the list. I just want you to know that.
Yeah.
Does nobody else see that? Does nobody else see that for me?
Everywhere.
I'm just saying, that's a little sketchy.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, for the most part, only one slide is going to be really consensus. Let's go to 27 and 28, fellas.
Oh, God.
Number 28 is Chase Brown, and 27 is Travion Henderson, rookie and a
Jose.
Third year? Yeah.
Look at you. Come on. Since you're the odd man out.
Oh, my God.
Let's get the praise. Because this ain't fantasy. If this was a fantasy list,
that is kind of wild.
But I want to hear it, Jose.
Oh, for me,
Chase.
obviously, we're still going to be going with the Patriots route is going to be the fact that they're going to be running the ball, I think, a lot more than they're going to be throwing it. I don't think Drake May is going to be popping off. I think it's obviously 50-50, but I don't think he's going to be throwing deep passes down. Now, if they get Terry McLaurin, that's a whole different story, right? But, but I do think Ramondre Stevenson's losing that job very quickly. Travion Henderson's going to be RB1, and there's going to be, really the problem is with Stevenson, he can run, but the man drops the ball, quicker than,
He had a fumbling issue last year.
Yeah, so, Travion is going to be one of those guys. He had a solid, him and Quinshon Judkins were solid in the backfield over there at Ohio State, but obviously one was more of a power runner. And also this guy is going to be more like a James White. He will be a receiving back as well, so those are the things I'm going to be looking at as far as him. And I like Chase Brown. Chase Brown, I thought, did a hell of a job last year. Obviously, he didn't hit 1,000 yards rushing. He hit over 1,350 scrimmage yards. But He made up for the loss of Joe Mixon. I don't think he did a bad job, but I think they're still going to be heavily relying on the offense, and I think that's what I'm looking at Cincinnati is that they're just going to be really offensive heavy, obviously, and he's going to be pass catching as well.
Jose,
Yes,
Chase Brown's terrible.
it's still Cincinnati. They don't protect the run or pass at all.
hey,
I'll,
offense is the offense, bro.
I'll say I get again with Chase Brown. If this was a fantasy list, I think all of us, other than Jose, have him too low. But since it's not a fantasy list, I just don't think he's going to get the sheer volume that he's going to be close to a top 15 back.
And the thing with him, it's been following him since his college days because he played at Illinois. He did have a lot of fumbling problems, even this year, and that's why they did trade for Herbert in the middle of the year because they weren't too sure if Brown was going to be their guy. I mean, he eventually turned it up, but the offense was throwing the ball a shit ton of time, so they didn't load up the box a lot. And like you said, it's more like a fantasy type of back,
sure.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But
I think I'm just doubling on the fact that they're very limited on their offenses, just being Gesicki, Chase, and Higgins. And I think that when they're covered, this guy's just going to be the dump off guy. So he's just going to get a lot of scrimmage yards out of it. That's what I'm going for. Really, I'm not saying he's special and all that.
It's not a bad thing to have more. You have him. It's just like I think. My God, you gotta. Yeah.
No, I get it. But
like
it's scrimmage yard. It's not like pure running back there.
Oh, so. Yeah, for sure. I know he's a scat back. So, but yeah, I like Henderson though. I truly do. I think kid's gonna be a stud for y'all.
Oh, for sure.
I think he fits New England perfect, and just the way that they're going, yeah, that's the guy to have. That was a good pick.
And you got to think about the whole Mike Vrabel system and even Josh McDaniels. Like, this is going to be a James White light. That's the route they're going to be going for, at least for the next couple of years. So, they're trying to limit the concussions of Drake May. I know he got one and almost another one last year. So that's the only real thing. Let's see how our O-line really is. But, other than that, I'm not mad at where y'all put whoever. Like, maybe I did put Chase Brown too high, but maybe I was looking too much at last year's numbers.
Yeah,
that maybe factored into this decision. All right, Cody's in the house. He says, "Let's go, boys."
What up, KP?
Stevenson was trash last year. He knows
he was so upset because he had him in fantasy, and he was so upset.
That's a fantasy rant.
Same.
I was say he did good for me, man. He was on my little championship team that I almost won with.
He was pissed.
Oh, the glory of football being on TV is so amazing.
All right, well, we're going to keep talking about football with number 25 and 26. It is Travis Etienne Jr. for 26 and Brian Robinson Jr. at 25.
Oh, my God. What is wrong with you?
See, the Jeff stuff. It's crazy.
Oh,
Trey, you too, dude. What's going on?
Wait, what?
Y'all believe in Brian Robinson way too much.
James in 19 too.
James too. Yeah, my bad. All right, both of you. Come on, help me out here. What do y'all see?
Listen, no, I'm just thinking. Okay, this is my answer, right? One, I feel like for both of these teams, I'm gonna speak for both of them at the same time, so I don't take up too much time. I feel like for both of these teams, right, quarterbacks are in a very crucial year. Trevor Lawrence is in a year. For me, it's like it's a make or break year. Like, yeah, he got paid, but dude, you have to survive the turnover bug. Like, you got to stay healthy, and you have to create something with the offense that you have. Like, they literally drafted your best friend. Like, dude, make it work. So I feel like with Travis, he is an elite running back, but he's just a little body. Brian Robinson more so, I think he's going to take a little bit of the load off of what do you call it? Daniels, just because I think they're going to try to protect him going into this season, so he doesn't hit that sophomore wall. You know what I mean? Like with certain like kind of the step that CJ kind of took. It wasn't a bad year. It just wasn't a heavy production volume wise compared to his first year numbers. Because we all can say the kid played lights out last year. He was, almost in MVP discussion. So I think they're just going to scale it back, and I think Brian Robinson will pick up like more production. That's what I see. That's it. Sorry.
Yeah.
You got something to say?
For me,
Hello,
the
crazy.
Brian Robinson one, it's kind of a pros cons now, especially that Terry McLaurin requested a trade, right? So they're either going to give him a lot more or he's going to lose out because of something else. But I had him low.
So the broken news in the last hour and a half is benefiting Trey's right
now.
now.
But no, the reason I chose him before that, though, is I kind of agree exactly with what James is saying. Is I think they're going to utilize him more to take less pressure or to take pressure away from Daniels, so he can grow properly. He can make the right plays, smart decisions. So why not give it to a back that can make plays too? You know, so that's literally why I had him at first.
I guess to add to y'all's positive outlook on it, which I don't really have, is their offensive line also got better. So I could be wrong. I just don't think he's going to be utilized as voluminous as you guys think.
I think it's way too high, 15 and 19, respectfully, no matter what. I think he's going to be bottom of the barrel too, because you got to think about it. Jaden Daniels is going to run the ball, and Austin Eckler is still in that backfield as well. So if he's popping off like old Austin Eckler, catching the ball and running it, making fantasy wonders like Alex likes to call him, then I think Brian Robinson's numbers are going to be limited, and he's going to be looking for a good job.
Of Rikishi's ass cheeks last year.
Damn.
So I'm just saying that because I had him. I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to be that fantasy thief. I thought he was going to get all the little goal line stuff, all the third down stuff. And yeah, he was all of Rikishi's cheeks. So if that happens again this year,
I do feel like we're getting results as far as fantasy right now, and I feel like we need to get away from it.
Yeah. Hey, Chi-Town, what's up with you and ETN?
That's too much love, bro.
19 is not that bad. I mean,
you don't think he's going to get beat out by Big?
Okay, I understand.
He's cheeks. He's ass. He's ass.
Oh wow.
No, I feel like
that's what he says.
I think he's
not a middle of the pack guy.
He's really underrated in between like the between the numbers if he gets a run downhill. I think where he lacks is his catching ability, and that's why he's really limited on third downs.
I just want you to understand that number in the bottom is his scrimmage from last year. Not just it's not rushing, it's his entire scrimmage of last year.
Yeah, the offense is really
he had a year 2023, he had a good year. Everybody thought that was just going to get better last year, and it completely went south. I think Bigsby was really their number one.
Yeah,
not yards wise.
But. Yeah, when Milton invited me last year on, I was saying, look, Travis is going to go down because he's averaging 3 yards per carry. You can't win. You can't be a solid RB1 sustaining 3 yards per carry. And he did it again last year. So that's why he's down to 30 because Tank Bigsby is going to take the job. I truly do believe that. Tank Bigsby is going to take the job.
I agree. Fair enough.
So that's why James 16.
the Brian Robinson Jr. one, I don't agree, but I can see it. I could definitely see it. So
there's a potential.
I'm not as mad. Yeah, I'm not as mad at that one. So.
All right, and I think this is the last year of Travis Etienne's contract too, right? So he's playing for a contract this year.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Oh God. on to 24 and 23. It is Tyrone Tracy Jr. at 24 and Isaiah Pacheco falls to 23.
Ooh.
And we've already entered Jeff's top 10. I just want y'all to know.
Like I thought I was pretty high on him, but yeah.
That's wild.
9 is kind of wild.
Dude.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, I have him in fantasy, so
Guys, we got to get off the fantasy talk.
It makes this
talking real life here.
I'm happy. Let's go.
You saw that Tracy's already getting beat out by us.
Yes.
Cam?
Oh no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, I know you want that. I've heard your scat about.
Yeah, but they have.
Cam is impressing in the camps,
and he's been getting a lot of RB1.
Right, didn't you say he was gonna have? What was your claim?
His bet with Trey is a 1,000-yard scrimmage.
Man, that is bold. That's bold of you. I respect this Chi-Town, but I disagree.
Ooh, that dude
Tyrone
was a
Tracy,
stud.
I mean, when you hear Brian Daboll talk about him, I just don't see that unless he falls off a cliff and his fumbles become an issue.
It might be the
Okay.
same thing as Pittsburgh. They might be a running back committee because they don't want the quarterback to lose them the game.
Yeah, I also don't think we give enough respect for Tracy because it's this his second or third year actually as a running back. So
Yeah, but he's
Was
not
that
really.
last year, not his rookie? Might have been
no,
rookie.
like just as a running back, as a pure running back, because he's a receiver.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
But-
a receiver turn running back.
I mean, we'll see. I think highly of him, somewhat 17, but I'm definitely not going to debate.
He had 839 rushing and 5 touchdowns with 38 receptions.
And he
so.
didn't play. He wasn't the starter.
Yeah,
Until-
839 ain't bad for RB2 for a hot minute.
Singletary was the starter for
Right.
a while, and
Mhm.
then
I'd say about halfway through the season, wouldn't it? Roughly.
I think he took the job about week 7, week 8. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that's about right.
Isaiah Pacheco 27.
Huh?
He put us Pacheco at 27.
Yeah, because he didn't look good coming back from injury last year.
He didn't.
I don't.
He actually did come back slow.
Yeah, so I'm worried that he's
But
actually
he
going to
wasn't
fall
even-
out and be done.
He wasn't even to me. He shouldn't even never come back. He should have just
No,
sat
he
out.
definitely
wasn't-
shouldn't.
No, he
You could
shouldn't
be right.
have.
You could be right. Yeah.
Yeah, because he shouldn't have never came back. I mean, I understand why he came back because he wants to make a championship run, but his body wasn't even ready to come
Yeah,
back. He should have
and
sat out
I
the rest
think
of the year.
that mistake, and which is why I'm complete opposite of James with his 13, is that he's not going to be the same. And if I forgot if Kareem Hunt's still on the roster or whoever, but they can get anybody. Just remember, Isaiah Pacheco was a 7th round pick. They haven't paid him yet, so
They got
can-
the kid from SMU, which is pretty solid. Smith. They got him, and I think they still had. I don't know if they re-signed Kareem Hunt. I thought that was one of the deals, but I think he's in a safe place.
No, I think there's somebody else now. Or it's Kareem Hunt and somebody else. I don't remember.
wasn't it P. Ryan or whatever?
P. Ryan went somewhere else.
No,
I
P.
believe.
Ryan went somewhere else.
looking at their depth chart, it's Pacheco, Kareem Hunt, Elijah Mitchell, and
Mitchell.
Oh, Elijah
Rashard
Mitchell.
Smith.
There
That's
you
what I
go.
was thinking of. Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that Pacheco could lose a job if he's not healthy.
Pacheco's a tough one for me because I'm not even mad at James's, Alex, none of that, because if he comes back healthy and what we saw last year again just was he shouldn't have been out there, but he does come back healthy. I mean, we have seen the explosiveness out of Isaiah Pacheco.
Yeah, for sure.
He was a tough one, but I
Yeah.
don't think he's gonna come back quite as explosive as he was.
And I guess that's why I went so low, because I'm trusting a lot more other guys to it. Like last year, Alex criticized me for having him at 10 because I thought he was going to be explosive last year, and obviously got hurt, and so there's nothing you can do about it. But
I'm not saying he's a top 10 running back. I mean, but
no, but you criticized me for having him as a top 10 running back, or at least projecting to be a top 10 last year. But I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully, he can prove us wrong. But we'll see. He's fighting for a contract too now. All right, on to 22 and 21. Woo! We are here with Tony Pollard and Ashton Genty.
God.
And I've entered the top 10 talks here now with Ashton Genty on this.
I knew you would. The way you did R.J. Harvey, Trayvon Henderson, your rookie stuff. You got an agenda, and you're consistent.
They're going to be great immediately.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, the Raiders have already come out and said they're gonna push 350, rushing attempts with Ashton Genty already this year. They've already said they're gonna unload with him this year,
Right?
which probably is not the smartest move, but at Pete Carroll's age, of course it's gonna
Besides,
be.
Smith, you pushing 352.
So,
is this like fantasy, or
that's not the route I'm going with, but okay.
Nah, I think I can steelman it for you, Jose. One, when you look at Chip Kelly's history as calling plays, all of his offenses were top 7 in rushing yards and scoring. So historically, I could feel it. I just don't see it happening because I think defenses will understand that is the biggest weapon. Geno Smith is good everywhere other than the red zone. They'll wait to the red zone, and the other team will have the ball. So,
I mean, look, I'm trusting that they're gonna go stupid crazy with him this year. Obviously, James is not a fan of Geno Smith. That's fine. I completely understand that.
Hey, I'm with you.
But you
James.
still got Bowers and Jacoby Myers to worry about there. But
No,
this is
but
gonna be
they
the
have-
guy that's gonna be the most dangerous on that offensive roster, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel you're 100% true. Like I don't think this kid's not gonna be elite. Like he's taking where he's taking for a reason. He was drafted for a reason. And if he comes in and explodes right away, hey, shit, that's great. You know what I mean? Because Bijan had a year too. A lot of guys had a great first year. I'm not knocking you for it, but it's just the Raiders. Like it's just certain teams that like, hey, they're gonna be who they are, and if he makes it happen, he makes it happen.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not saying what he's gonna do is gonna result in winning football. I'm just saying
they're
they're gonna shove him down to the ground.
Yeah, Pete Carroll loves to run the rock. He loves to throw the rock. Like their offense is gonna move the rock. It's just damn.
There seems to be some divisional beef with Trigger Trey. 31st kind of wild. I get it.
Go ahead,
That's
Trey.
No, for Genty,
Come on.
rookie.
At 32.
Oh yeah, I got to preface. Like, I guess if you haven't
Rookie.
noticed, the other rookie, he did put all his rookies low.
At the bottom.
Yeah,
No,
he did put them
But
at
why
31,
him below
32.
one of the
he
low end?
typically does, but
Rookies.
the first running back taken is the second to last pick is wild.
Yeah,
Like 20.
I have Henderson.
I put Henderson above because I think he's gonna be big in both aspects of the passing and rushing game. That's why. I think his scrimmage yards are gonna be a lot higher. I could be wrong.
So you think Henderson's gonna start day one, like week one?
I don't know about week
That's
one, but it's
right.
gonna be quick. But they're gonna utilize him a lot in other scenarios, third downs, passing downs. You know what I mean? Like
And
I
you
think
don't think they're going to do the same for him?
Right.
I don't think maybe a little bit. I don't think they're gonna use him as much. No, he's gonna be a big runner.
Well, they get that man a bag. He's going to be out there like a mule.
Okay, I'm just saying how I feel.
What's up with y'all's? Let's see, Jose, James, Trey, and Alex. I feel it. Tony Pollard.
This is
What's up
Tennessee,
with that?
brother. This is Tennessee.
The offensive line got better.
They did get better, and I was heavily I criticized Tony Pollard a lot, but
Actually, this is
well.
the anti-Alex slide. This is actually the anti-Alex slide right here. He did not want Genty for the Bears, and he hated Tony Pollard for the Cowboys. So this is the anti-Alex slide.
okay. Well, I mean, it worked out. So
For who? For you?
for both teams. I mean, I'm Tony Pollard has gotten better, but there wasn't. I feel like the Cowboys shouldn't have paid him. So I mean, he would have wanted a lot of money.
They shouldn't have let him go either. Because look what happened.
Yeah, but you could easily say that if they keep Tony Pollard, they also don't get Pickens. So
Yeah, but Tony Pollard had a sneaky good year
Yeah,
last year.
he did.
I think he was number 5 in yards after contact. So again, the offensive line wasn't good, but didn't really matter for Tony Pollard. And so now the offensive line is better. I think that
And
benefit.
that's the thing for his career, though. That's what's always made him kind of like who he was. He was great after like contact and stuff like that.
Yeah, it says
Very explosive, but
And I think it'll be even better with Spears
14,
hopefully getting a
28.
bit more of a load.
I mean, he's decent. It's just like I think
7'3"
that's going on over there. I just want to see what he's going to look like because they just stuck it up last year, and that kind of hindered his production because they couldn't pass the ball.
Chisholm Trail Parkway.
If they're okay this year,
Can you look this up?
what are you talking about?
Sorry.
What the hell?
Well, so you should have muted that. You knew it.
Sorry, Christy was asking me a question. We were going over some stuff real quick. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. All right, 19 and 20.
You're muted.
You
Now I'm muted too.
Yeah.
No, I thought he was doing the calculations and said, like, what the fuck? Why is Genty here? And I was like, okay, I'll do the math. That's fine. All right. Up to 20 and 19. Kenneth Walker III and Najee Harris, essentially about the same. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not too far off.
I'm way off.
Wait. Oh, Najee.
I knew it. Yeah, you're not a Najee guy.
Yeah,
I'm
and
definitely not a Najee.
You're
I know.
definitely not.
Jose doesn't like Najee at all.
Yeah,
I've
he
never liked
doesn't.
Najee.
That's true.
Why?
Because I think, bro, like ever since how it was like 2 years ago, I never trusted him again. Like the way
There's just no explosiveness. He's a great work for. Like he gets 300 carries. He stays healthy. Everything you really want, but there's no explosiveness when it comes to Najee.
He's a 90s back.
I agree with that.
He's a 90s back. He's a big physical bruiser. He's not someone who's going. He's not a backfield space creator. He's not elusive running north and south like that. But he's just like a old school bruiser. Like he's going to give you your 1 to 3 yards, and you're just going to kind of keep feeding him.
He's gonna try to juke you from 5 yards out. Yeah,
you could keep him on 3rd and long for like protection.
Yeah.
So like, great pass block.
Yeah. So like to me, like that you don't have to like waste a spot to get another running back just for 3rd and long, because some teams do that where they have to pick up a running back that has to be good in pass protection, and Najee could be a 3-down back.
Yeah, my concern is let's see how he does. Like with Harbaugh, he really wanted to get Amari in Hampton, so that's going to be another thing too. Like let's see how that's going to work out with that situation. So can he keep that RB1 job? I don't know. I'm going to lean towards no.
Yeah, they're gonna lean on youth, but he's just gonna be there in case somebody gets hurt. So
yeah, it just depends. Yeah, it depends how it all goes, because he's great at breaking tackles, shedding tackles, causing missed tackles. But it's just that explosiveness.
And I do want to say, like, I really like Kenneth Walker III, but he got hurt like 3 times last year,
and the offensive line isn't even better.
Like they got Greg Zabel, and I like that pickup, but that's about it.
Cross just got hurt too, right?
That would be very bad. I hope not.
I saw that. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure.
But yeah, Jose, you're right. They got a guard in the draft, but the center and the right guard is still a weak.
Yeah, it's a boo-boo.
So, I mean, bringing Kubiak over there, they like the outside runs and all that, the zone runs and all the zone scheme. So maybe it'll be better. But I was
having high hopes for Seattle to do something, but this training camp has just been downhill.
Terrible.
So they might be last in the division or second to last. We'll see. It's just I mean your Kubiak guy is just not bouncing off to the right teams, Milton.
So you saw in New Orleans when the offensive line was healthy, how the running game was working and how it helped the play action with Derek Carr and any of the deep passing schemes. Once one of the interior offensive linemen got hurt, it all went to poop. But the unfortunate part for Seattle is their interior offensive line is already not good.
Yeah.
So it might already just equate to poop.
Well, in that Kubiak scheme, the interior guys in that line do have to be, I mean, it sounds weird, but they have to be light. Because you have to be,
kick out.
Yeah,
I agree.
Whenever you do zone runs, you have to get over the top of the DTs to
gotta be able to pull.
Yeah, you gotta be able to get around them. And once one of them does go down, you put somebody else in there, and if they're not that type of guard or center, it's hard. And then the running back, as far as Walker, like I don't think he fits that mold of running back as far as being a zone runner. I feel like he's more of a downhill runner. Yeah. He was like that in Michigan too.
The talent is there. It's just I don't think it's gonna I really don't think it's gonna be utilized correctly in Seattle this year.
Yeah, and then if Kenneth Walker gets hurt again, like you have a solid Zach Charbonnet right there. Like he went off multiple games last year, so you really don't need to rush him back. So we'll see.
Also, one of the dope stats for Kenneth Walker, because he didn't even have, I think he had 150 carries. He didn't have a lot of carries. Even with only 150 carries, he was top 10 in as far as missed tackles forced. So again, he is better than all of our numbers. Even 18 and 17, I think he's better than that.
We had him last year, Milton. We had him at 12 last year. Like I feel
that. Yeah,
he was a guy, but 3 injuries in the middle of the season last year.
Right.
Like you said, 153 carries, 7 touchdowns.
Hmm.
What was it? 573 rushing yards. So he's talented. There's no question about it. It's just health.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, going to 18 and 17. Alvin Kamara for 17 and DeAndre Swift for 18.
Y'all disrespecting Swift. Come on, Chi-Town, me and you, baby. We got it, dude. What's up with y'all and Swift? So y'all know that Swift.
Well, y'all tell us why y'all
Sure.
have Swift so high.
Well, it's your team, Chi-Town. You could take the.
Oh yeah, they drafted another tight end, and they are going to go more 12 personnel, and which means they're going to go one back, and that's the type of style that Swift does play in. Last year, they were more in shotgun, and he was getting the ball in there and trying to create space. It is hard, but I like what Ben Johnson is doing and the way he set up the team. This only benefits Swift, and I hated Swift at the middle of the year because he could not read a block to save his life. But like looking back, that offense wasn't up to par for him.
Nope.
And Ben Johnson, the way he's bringing in more tight ends into this 12 personnel, I feel like that it does fit him better. I didn't even have I think I had him at 14 because I had Joe Nix, but I saw that Joe Nix was hurt, so I was like, man, I had to pivot. Yeah, Joe Nixon.
I think DeAndre Swift, one, I agree with everything you said, but also one of his best utilized years as far as scrimmage yards was under Ben Johnson. So Ben Johnson obviously knows how to utilize a capable back in DeAndre Swift. With a better offensive line is just going to help the team, and they're going to run the ball more efficient, projecting this upcoming year with the better offensive line and trying to keep the play action intact for a great thrower in Caleb Williams. So I just think he's bound, unless he's just absolutely cooked, he's bound to have a top 15-ish year for certain.
Potentially. I mean, I think it's just also like, let's see also how this offensive line unites. Obviously, they got good names on there.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a question, right? We know Joe Tooney, is going to be a fantastic guard for the Bears. But let's just see first. That's how they unite. Obviously, there's been a lot of questions at training camp. It's like, can these guys get together? The formations are off. Luther Burden's getting benched or stuff like that. So that, of course, has nothing really too much to do with Swift. But, I mean, I want to see, can he stay consistent? Or is Roschon Johnson someone that's going to sneak up behind him?
No,
and stuff like that.
You stop it.
You never know. You just never know. This is a Ben Johnson team. Let's see. But Milton, why? Not you, Alex. Why were you so high on Alvin Kamara? This team is going to be ass.
Yeah, I mean that Saints team is going to be bad, but I feel like he's still going to have a solid year. It don't matter.
He can be 3 and out the whole game.
He's still going to get his touches. I mean. Yeah, even I feel like he might get traded in mid-season, but like that would still be like a great pickup. I still feel like he has a lot in the team.
Oh man, that's not that team.
I think Spencer might be their starter this year.
That's still not a good thing. It doesn't matter who's starting, bro. Doesn't matter. They can throw in. They can throw in. What's his name? Kellen Moore.
Fantasy wise.
Yeah, fantasy
Kamara's going in like 5th round. You got to.
So this was a fantasy pick for you.
That's a steal.
Okay, that makes sense. It's clearly not football, really. It's really fantasy. All right, so that was the bottom half of 16. James, you haven't said a word in a minute. How you feeling, bro?
I don't know. I kind of missed on this one, but I do like where I have Alvin Kamara. Just with the way their offense is.
You're pretty close on this one. What do you mean?
Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I thought DeAndre Swift was I thought he would have a better year last year, but like with all the changes that they made, it's kind of hard to.
Yeah, that 3 head coaches, bro. There's not much you can do with that.
You can't put too much expectation on that. And then they're revamping their offensive line, so this might be a better year for him. And also with Alvin Kamara too, one of the best scat backs there is. He's like Alex said, he's going to do what he does. He's going to get his touches regardless of who's under there. So Yeah, I like where I got these guys.
I mean, y'all could be judging us, but I mean, either way, Jeff out here said 24 and 25 for these guys. So just remember that. Jeff is still the true enemy out there.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
All right, now we're entering the top 16, fellas. 16 to 15. We got Joe Mixon and Devon Achan entering the chat.
See, this is not right. No way, dude.
Hey.
So, since Jeff's not here, Trey, I got to come at you, dude. Devon Achan, 24. How?
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. One, I did rush the list. I thought I was pretty accurate on a lot of them. On this one, I think I was a little crazy. So I might have meant that. I don't think he's 6, but I'd say like Jose has him like at 17-ish.
Okay. Yeah, James. I didn't see that. Big brother
I
James.
We went to James's top 10.
Almost top 5. I can see it though, but tell me.
Hey, listen, man. This is where track meets football, right? I feel like if the right guy gets under the helm over there, man, this kid can have an explosive year. I mean,
you seen that roster though?
Yeah, they don't got no offensive line, but that's not what he's great at. You know what I mean? He just needs a little bit of room. Like you see them, you seen Gibbs. Like this guy, them two guys don't need that much space to create havoc. So I just feel like he's a very explosive guy, like a explosive back. He's not one dimensional. He's not the greatest runner, but he is very, very well good out of screen plays and just catching the ball out the backfield. So with their offense, I think he can be elite. I don't think he has to do anything too special. And I think just with the speed he has, he can create a lot of havoc for defenses. So that's why I got him where he's at.
See, I know how crazy he can be, right? Because obviously he tortures the Patriots anytime he plays them. His problem is the same thing as Kenneth Walker. We're entering year 3, and he is injury prone like crazy. So that's why I had to put him at the middle of the pack, because like he's explosive. He go off if you give him the space, but he just can't stay healthy for a full year. Like impressive scrimmage yard number last year, right? 13-26, 6 touchdowns. It's nice, but he could do so much more. That's what's sad. Is like I want to see a full healthy year, and with a bad O-line, with a questionable, like, is your head coach going to be there for all 18 weeks? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I have to put him in the middle of the pack. Now, I know Cody is in the chat. He's not pleased with a lot of people's placing of Joe Mixon. Mixon's going to be injured a bit this year. Going to drop to 20-ish, like, range.
Yeah, that's why, to preface, that's why I had him 23. I would have had him a bit higher. It was, as far as number-wise, a bit lower.
I actually had him at 13, but I put Nick Chubb because I had told Jose, like, I think it's like he's not even going to be the running back. And then Jose's like, because I put Nick Chubb at 29, and then he's like, oh well, I'll just swap their names. I'm like, all right.
Well, I said no, so that's how our conversation concluded. I said, Joe Mixon's still gonna play this year, right? He's like, no, I think Nick Chubb's gonna take over. So I was like, all right, well then I'll just 29.
I think I'm not too sure, but I think I said that Mixon was probably gonna be up for a good minute. So that's why I put Nick Chubb, and I had, like, right before I was making the list, I was like, man, I was reading all these reports. I think Nick Chubb was gonna be the running back for like the first part of the season. I was like, damn. So I had already put him at 29.
I think it's like the first month. I don't know, but it's
right?
It's the planting of the foot that's gonna be the issue. So if he can get healthy, he'll be fine. Like, he was in my top 10, which then after the report, I dropped him down to 18. And so, like, that bumped up a lot of people. Oh, that's why you saw Genty at 9. He actually was at 10, but then he jumped up to 9 because of that. But yeah, he's gonna, like Cody says, to start the season, Nick will start the job probably 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah,
which still majority of the time will still go to Mixon if that's the case.
Like I said, I had him like in top 15, I think.
Yeah, I would have as well. Joe Mixon carried the team for multiple weeks at a time.
Now, to be fair, I don't think our numbers are that crazy too with this O-line Milton. We've talked
Right,
about it
but
before.
I
The
mean,
O-line is
last
still
year
good.
that's why. But I still would have him high, not the team, but him.
Yeah, he should be
because
top 10.
Last
Yeah.
year, he still did what he needed to do, even with that bad offensive line. So even with this bad offensive line, he's gonna do his job correctly. But because of the injury, one, he's not gonna have the stats, and then also when he comes back, who knows what percent he's gonna be coming back with
And
the
has
bad
has
offensive line.
Nick Chubb won the hearts of everybody that keeps the job? Ooh.
That'll be or that. What that's gonna be a story. And
Yeah.
Achan, I think one, I could see where James is coming from, but also if James Daniels, which he got hurt last year, if he gets hurt, that offensive line, it's going to be RIP Tua and
I don't know
Achan.
why I thought you were gonna say I can see where James is coming from, but I could also see where Jeff is coming from too.
No,
I
definitely
don't
not.
know why.
Definitely not. No, sir.
All right.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, so but I think we all agree, right? Mixon would have been a lot higher had the
For sure,
not
for
come out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, 14 and 13. We got Chuba Hubbard and Brees Hall.
Oh, come on, y'all.
What's the come on, y'all? What do you mean?
Alex James, Chuba Hubbard.
It's okay. Listen. It's a lot going on over there. There's
That's a lot of hate. That's a lot of hate.
all over the place.
Yeah.
They're all over the place. And I know he was good last year. He's been very consistent. He hasn't been
Been very good the last 3 years, actually.
Yeah, he hasn't been like injury prone or anything like that. The offense is atrocious, okay? And
The offensive line is good now.
I mean, we gonna see. We gonna see because they made Bryce Young look like a rag doll with a pit bull in his mouth. Like what?
Except the latter half, correct? The
Yeah.
latter half.
But so with that being said, I mean it's a little steep. It's a little steep. I'm sorry. I apologize to the Blue fans. Hey, listen, but it is what it is. All right.
Alex, what's up, man? Come on.
Oh,
You hate
12.
Carolina?
12 and 9. No, actually, I'm a big fan of Carolina. I feel like they're gonna surprise a lot of people.
So what's up with 26?
But not Chubb. I mean, that's a fantasy number, huh? 12 and 9, right there. Those rankings.
I want to know how Jeff put Brees Hall at 26.
I'm done looking at Jeff. I'm not
Jeff also said Devon Achan at 32. Let's not question anything no more.
No,
Jeff's on crack.
I have more higher hopes with the receivers that Carolina has. I don't really think that Chubb is going to be like the guy there in Carolina to put him like in the top 15.
Why not?
He's not a, to me. He's not a true running back one.
Really?
From
what? From the last
because he's not a third. He's not a guy that you keep on third down.
How dare you, sir?
Sure, but he as far as receiving, correct me if I'm wrong, his receiving stats have gotten better as the years have progressed.
Last year his receiving yards were under 200. And the year before that, no.
Like worse, right?
Let me double check entirely. But last year his receiving yards weren't good. Last year his receiving was 171. The year before that, 233. So
I guess so. That's not his threat. But with running the ball, because your job is to be the running back. Yards after contact, he was top 5. Yards before contact, which shows the offensive line is going to be good. Well, it's better this year, but it was decent last year. It was top 10. So I just think especially Rico Dowdle going over there, it's just going to progress Chuba Hubbard because he's just getting better and better and better.
Yeah, Rico seems like the pass catching back.
He's the pass catcher.
But it's also like saying like, of course his numbers are going to be high, right? Because of the team he's on. It's only gonna go up more. But I feel like now that I think Young is finally starting to show that they could put a little bit more on his plate, then Chubb could probably, a little less running the ball now.
Okay, so you think it's a volume thing? He's just not going to get as many carries.
Well, the reason why people see him as a RB1 is because of the volume he had over the past couple of years.
He ran 238 2 years ago and 250 rushes last year. So.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say that because as far as team attempts, they were bottom or like 20 7.
Yeah.
So
But
I think he's poised to have a great year because that's all he's shown, unless per injury, of course.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you on the Bryce Young thing, but even the latter half of what Bryce Young did, I mean, I wouldn't let him throw it 35 plus attempts a game. That wouldn't. I don't think that would be smart either.
Dang, after
wanna
they
win.
got Ted and all that, everyone got high hopes on him.
Well, they might do it, but I mean, even Dave Canales,
I'm not believing him. But
Dave Canales is typically a well balanced, offensive play caller. But we'll see. I think 26 is kind of high. Like that's really.
I like
really
T-Mac.
James, why do you still have faith in Breece Hall, bro? Why you put him in top 10? Your top 10.
I feel like this is just one of those years where he's going to be like coming off of last year. I don't trust Justin Fields. I don't. Because he it's gonna be hard, man. You got defensive minded coach. I don't think Justin's gonna be able to sling the ball. I think Justin's gonna be more active in like using his legs more than he has to. Because I mean, guys are just gonna double down on Garrett Wilson and force him to make a read somewhere else. So I feel like if Breece Hall can avoid the injury bug, which has been his downfall for his career, I think he's shown when healthy how dominant he can be. He's very explosive. He's versatile when it comes to being able to get the ball out of the backfield as far as receiving. And then I think he's a dominant rusher. So I think he can replicate what he did last year, even more so now than he needs to. Because I think this is one of those make or break years for him. If he's not out there, if he doesn't produce this year, I'm pretty sure they're going to get rid of him. So,
yeah, this is one of those things that he probably would have dropped a little more for me after that interview he had a few days ago where he like morale was basically all time low. Like these guys didn't pick me up. Like I'm not expecting extension. I gotta go earn it and stuff like that. I don't know if morale's gonna be high for him this year, to be honest with you. So and with the whole Justin Fields thing, it might take away touches from Breece Hall because you said
he doesn't dump it off either.
Yeah, he doesn't dump it off. There might be chances that where he could get some receiving yards out of it, but Justin Fields might just take off and forget Breece Hall even existed. So
it's New York, man. There ain't nothing given up there. You got to earn everything up there. We'll celebrate you like that. So if anything, he just got to come with it. So hopefully he can. If not, hell, come to Dallas.
Okay.
Everyone. He's just recruiting everybody.
Hey, man, I just want us to win.
Okay, right.
You're never going to a Jerry Jones.
They're not going to sign him either.
Yeah, Derrick Henry was right there. He was like, "Hey, let me in." They said, "No, thanks."
Listen, look. Maybe Breece Hall will just spaz out, do some crazy shit. And Jerry likes those wild boys. So
yeah, 9 inches or something like that. Right?
Whoa!
What
didn't he say that?
Where did this go?
Whoa! Alex Swole out here talking crazy.
Didn't he say that in one of the videos where Jamie Foxx was there watching the Cowboys practice?
I don't know, Alex. I didn't watch that.
I don't know what videos you've been watching lately. That recovery is really sus now.
Yeah.
All right, let's head to number 12 and 11 now before I keep talking about 9 inches.
That was crazy. Okay.
All right, it's the slide of James Cook and James Conner here, respectfully.
James.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
James didn't believe in James.
Damn.
Hey.
Is it because the age? Like what?
It's because
are you not Conner strong?
Is it because LeBron James let him down too much? That's why.
Oh wow! Here we go with that.
Oh wow!
All right. Well, here comes Skip Bayless.
I love James Cook, man. I love James Cook. One of my favorite running backs out there. But as far as Conner goes, I don't know. I was probably tired on the list. I probably because he had a great year last year. Like looking at the numbers, and then even seeing just the production when watching the actual games myself, watching for fantasy football reasons. He was explosive. He kept him in a lot of games. He broke a lot of tackles. He made a lot of plays out of the backfield. I don't know. I misplaced him. That ain't no other reason. Ain't no other rhyme or reason for it.
James was also the first one to send me his list very early, so I was,
Okay.
I don't know if I believe you now, James. No.
I'm sorry. Hey, it was. I was trying to get that shit to you because I know me. I even went to church and really forgot. And then after church now, be putting me in a coma.
I mean, so these guys, the James also happen to be Alex's 8 and 9. Alex so high on these guys. Obviously, talk about it.
Like I said, the year before when the Bills started utilizing more two tight end sets, and then I kind of already knew James Cook was going to have a good year this coming year. I mean, they found something with him and the way the offense is growing. So, I mean, that's the reason for James Cook. James Cook. James Conner has just been like that. Even though like the team gets bad or he's on a bad team or whatnot, he's still able to elevate his game to an even higher stake, and he breaks a lot of tackles, and he could be on third down and max protect and catch the ball. So he's an all around good back.
Dog, that 18 touchdowns last season is insane.
And he had less rushing attempts and less rushing yards last year too. So
That's nuts, bro.
he was definitely a red zone back.
Yeah, just a fantasy back. No offense to James Cook. The
I don't know,
touchdown.
it might be offensive.
People
It might
think
be
that's going to
offensive.
happen again. You think that's going to happen again?
No, that's why I have him
No,
at 15
no,
personally.
no,
That's
I
why I
don't
have
think
him
so.
lower.
I know. But to add something to what Chi-Town was saying, one, James Conner, he was top 5 in missed tackles force. He was top 4 in most broken tackles. And as far as yards after contact, he was number 7. So just last year and the year prior, he's just been a bell cow of a back that's now actually being more utilized in the passing game as well that he normally wasn't.
He obviously also plays a lot better in warm climate. You see the difference between Arizona Connor versus Pittsburgh Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh Connor couldn't stay healthy. Arizona Connor's been a beast. So,
I
think
you gotta praise him for his consistency too, man. Like through all their ups and downs of winning and losing, like the guy's been a stud. So shout out to me for messing up.
All right, Kyler can learn a thing or two from James Conner. Be consistent, brother. Be consistent. All right, let's enter the top 10 now. Bucky Irving has entered the top 10 along with Kyron Williams. Whew.
Damn.
How we feeling, boys?
Oh man.
I don't know. Neither of them were your top 10, so you're like, I'm not feeling it. And Milton, good
Lord.
lord.
On the
Kyron?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
I don't.
like
Well,
he hasn't gone off the last 2 years.
Kyron's just he's a good back. Don't get me wrong. And 18 might be a little bit spiteful on my part and hot take-ish, but he's not. He benefits mostly on volume. That's it. Yards per carry, he didn't do great. He's getting a lot of his touchdowns because it's 1 yard. Give it to Kyron. That kind of thing. I just don't. When watching Kyron Williams, I don't see him I see him basically like a top 20 back. He's just utilized at best because of Sean McVay, because of the scheme, not because of him. He also had a terrible fumbling problem.
Yeah,
so
I agree with that. For me, that was my thing with like him because I thought he was. I think he has top 10 potential. I just think I need to see more out of him, like consistently. And I agree with what you said because like he doesn't break off a lot of long runs. He feeds off of that red zone area with his like the strength of what he does, and then he can be utilized out of the passing offense as one of those dual threat backs. Bucky Irvin is a dog, man. Like I think he could one day get there, but I think it's just that committee thing for me that kind of prevents it. Although he does get a bulk of the share, but just him and Rashad White, they work so good together. So that's kind of why I placed him where I placed him.
Rashad White literally gave him the job. He's like, you know what? I don't want it.
No, he did. He really did.
Yeah.
With the inconsistency, he
He's
just
a pure runner. Yeah, for sure.
And then Bucky, just a big play threat. It was almost how he was. I look at them not fully comparison, and I'm not like placing them in the shoes of each of those guys, but the way Zeke worked with Pollard, like Zeke was going to be on the field majority of the time, but like Pollard, when you needed that bang play, that's kind of like how I looked at like Irvin. Irvin can just take the ball and make a play with it. He's that type of back. So, I mean, that's kind of why I placed him where I at.
Yeah, I think Bucky Irvin could actually reach top 5 this year.
Yeah, he can. If he has another season like he did last year, boy, shit, he won me my little old fantasy money.
Yeah, the stats with Kyron have. I mean, I don't say his last 3 years, but it's really the last 2 years where he's gone off. And I don't know. I completely, and I get it. He's not the explosive guy too, right? As some rest, but he's just so reliable. Like I feel like even more reliable than Najee, and I know that's like
I was gonna say that's
like he's
kind of
more reliable to me. He's been out there. Yeah, he had a little fumbling problem. He had 5 fumbles. I don't know if he lost them all. He probably did. No. But I mean, like,
he didn't lose them all. No.
So it's like, I mean, the fumbling. I think it might be a little too exaggerated. I don't know, but I think he's just been a stud for them. I mean, it's just like, especially when you got time when Cooper Kupp is not playing, or when he was on the team, Puka Nacua and stuff like that. Like, this is the guy you go with. Like, he is one of the reasons why the team stayed afloat when guys were hurt or out and stuff like that. So I don't know. He's top 5 for me. I think he's been killing it. And I know Alex last year. Who was the backup? Who was the RB2 last year, Alex? That you told me keep it on him.
The kid from Michigan.
Yeah.
Who?
Corbin. I think his name's Corbin.
Corum.
Blake Corum. There you go. So,
and they just drafted another running back as well.
Awesome. I mean, they're probably still lucky not to pay a running back because that's what they're known for after the whole Todd Gurley situation. So.
Right. Jose, I'm starting to notice a little bit of a trend. Are you not really? Does fumbles not really concern you as much as like?
Do you think 5 is a lot?
I mean,
it's not lost 5. It's like 3 or
exactly. You see, like that. That's a thing. Like you always. I notice that you always say, "Did he lose him?" Like, to me, it doesn't really matter. Like, you have to hang on to the ball, right? Like,
okay, 5 out of like what 300 touches. I'm okay.
It's like, I'm not saying it doesn't have a fumbling problem, but I'm just saying like other people that like whenever we start saying like, oh, this guy had a fumbling problem, we might want to.
Can you elaborate who we're talking about that I've brought up issue with about fumbling?
I think we have brought up Lamar before.
Yeah, that was a problem.
I was going to say quarterbacks typically have more fumbles than
but running backs. I mean,
the last quarterback I can remember us talking about was Joe Burrow, but
I think Austin Eckler too.
But Milton looked it up and
they weren't lost.
There wasn't as many lost. It was a lot of fumbles.
He had like 10, 11 fumbles, and he lost like 4 or 5.
I think we're talking about Austin Eckler. I'm not too sure. It was a while back.
Let me look up if he had a fumbling problem. I remember. I remember the last year with the Chargers was bad, and last year was like James said doo-doo. I know before that I was really high on defending him. Same thing about like 4 or 5 fumbles, a season. So it's, I don't know. I don't think I was defending Austin Eckler as much as the fumbles before. I think he was just saying like I thought he was a good running back 1. You didn't think he was a good one at all. That I remember for those debates, but I don't remember as far as it being a fumbling issue.
Yeah, Kyron Williams, we'll see, because they utilize him a lot. My take is kind of a out of the ordinary, out of the box take. I think it's just scheme is the reason why he does what he does. I don't give him credit. He's a professional, but I think he's top 20, not top 15 or top 10. Oof. Yeah, it's a hot take. It's all right. We'll see this year.
Yep.
Averaging 1,500 last 2 years. You crazy.
Yeah,
I respect it. All right, let's go into 8 and 7. Jonathan Taylor and Aaron Jones have entered the chat. A lot of top 10 guys here for sure. Milton does not have the love for Aaron Jones as this podcast does. And it hurts. It hurts.
That one, that Aaron
Black
Jones
on black
was
crime.
Aaron Jones was rough because I did want to put him higher. I just think that last year you can see the breakdown happening. When I say breakdown, I'm not saying he's going to get hurt this year. You could just see the breakdown. I think there is a specific reason, I could be wrong, that they're bringing Jordan Mason over because they saw that, all right, Aaron Jones, the beginning of the year, he was killing it.
Yeah, it was
The
that middle
latter
part where he got hurt. Yeah.
That's when he started kind of breaking down. And don't get me wrong, the offensive line got better. That can outdo whatever I'm talking about right now. I just don't think he's going to be that 280, 300 touches back to make him a top 10.
Well, Alex thinks you're a joke because he put him in his top 5. No.
Who put him top 5?
Alex.
Oh, Aaron Jones, top 5.
How?
You just put him in different schemes. You've seen it whenever he was in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
With I think his what's that coaches from that was with Denver, the Broncos, what's the name?
Nathaniel Hackett.
Nathaniel Hackett. He was under his system too, and he was still able to get a lot of. He was still able to. I think he had a Pro Bowler year, if I'm not mistaken, that year. Also,
Aaron Jones is cold. I ain't arguing that.
Aaron Jones
I didn't
miss a game last year.
And to tell you the truth, I kind of thought that he was going to have a little bit of a downfall this year going to Minnesota because we all didn't expect Minnesota to have a good year, and he's still a guy. The only thing that's concerning is probably because of his age, you know.
Yeah,
that's especially with running backs because the age is a concern with a lot of them. Once they get older, we all know that they typically go down. So we'll see. I think he's still going to be one of the guys this year.
Hey, he's a young 30-year-old with know.
30 for running backs now.
It's ancient. It's ancient. I know.
Aaron Jones. This take on Aaron Jones, I could be completely wrong. I totally understand that. And
there might be some controversy coming from the people's debate. Oh, so you think someone can decrease because of injury now, Milton? Says
no, I'm saying it because you can see him, his utilization, his burst, everything going down as the season progressed. So why won't that happen again? And also I don't think he's going to get the same touches because Jordan Mason's over there.
With CMC, you can't say injury, but Aaron Jones, yes.
Sure.
Oh man, James, Trey, y'all have any thoughts?
No, my taking is where it's at. I think Aaron Jones can be a top. He's shown he can be a top 10 running back. He's very crafty for his skill set. Not being very big. So, that's my take on him. And then I think JT's in a perfect spot. Even with all the hell he's been through over the last couple of years, he's still shown to be a proven star-like player. So that's why I got him right back.
I say one more thing about Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones made everybody believe that Love was a top 10 quarterback, and they paid him. So they making people believe that Aaron Jones needs to be a top 5.
When Alex can throw a jab, goddamn it, best believe he's gonna throw a jab, boy.
And that's because Jones did miss a little bit of that season, and that's when he started struggling. And when he came back,
he missed 6 games.
Yeah, and when he came back, that offense became good again. So, and he gave his boy a big check.
Jordan Love is getting paid $55 million just like Trevor Lawrence for only an 8-game showing. Crazy. All right, entering where we're at. 6-5. Christian McCaffrey at 5, and Bijan Robinson with that Jeff hate somehow,
16?
some way.
That's wild.
Yeah, Bijan would have been a top 5 guy if Jeff hadn't screwed this all up. Look at us, all of us 3 or 4 for the most part, and then there's Jeff.
Wow.
And there's me.
Nah, see, you're fine. I think 10 is fine because of me. I'm close to you. So is Trey. I think we're thinking a lot of similarities.
Yeah,
It's still not as bad as 16.
yeah.
Hey, CMC got that stem cells, man.
That too.
I
He's
don't know
gonna
if
come
that's
back. That's
And
what I'm trying to do.
both of them was working out together, man. So I'm looking to see what that does for Bijan's career, man. Because I hope he has a year. I believe in that offense and that youth. I might not be a Drake London fan, but I do like what Atlanta can put on the field. Looking at what they have on paper, and I pray Christian McCaffrey comes back, man, because his whole career has been just plagued by like ugly injuries.
Well, but we gotta like the injury that he sustained last year. He
Yeah.
suffered the worst of it before those years. That was
Yeah.
2020 or 2021. I forgot which. No,
Somewhere.
2019.
Somewhere.
Whenever he had the bad injuries, that was much worse than what he dealt with last year. And last year they shelved him.
2020 and 2021.
Okay, thank you. Last year they shelved him, so he had all that time to recover. And then right now,
you got to remember too, they brought him back late in the season, see if they can get a playoff run, and then it just made things worse because he had Achilles tendonitis on both Achilles.
Right, but my main thing, I agree, I understand, but I'm saying it wasn't the detrimental injury that a lot of people are thinking of when they see C-Mac.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying it's one of those things that can linger on. I'm just saying I just want to see him be healthy and sustain a good run. You know what I mean?
16 games.
Yeah, just because it's we all know he's a legendary back. We know he's going in the he might go in the hall. Well, I know for sure he's gonna go in the hall, but he's just one of those backs you just want to see healthy and stay healthy. Just how good he is. That's just my thing.
You gotta let those stem cells be in your body for a little bit.
Dude, the stem cells ain't gonna cure this whole fucking shit.
Yes, they do, man. I'm telling you.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm
trying to go down to Colombia, man.
Yeah. Right. You'll be good in 6 months, dude. You gotta go. Yeah.
It's I'm trying to cut my therapy in half.
But I think C-Mac is one, a lot of people hone in on the offensive line being bad. Without Trent Williams, sure. But the offensive line as a whole is not bad, especially run blocking. Yep. That's where
how much do you trust that Trent Williams is going to be staying tall the whole season?
Well, I don't see why not. He's not injury prone like a quote unquote C-Mac.
The last couple of years he's been getting a little injury prone. I mean, I am getting concerned.
Do you think some of that is just because before he got paid as well? That was when he said, I'm not going back.
No, but it's during in season when he's getting hurt. That's my thing. He's 36, right, or 37, but he's really pushing it. So he's very susceptible. I understand the schedule is super easy. I know that's one of the main highs you also have on this thing too.
Huge high
for the Niners, but the second he goes down, that easy percentage is going to go wrong way.
When we're trying to predict things, I get why you do that, but let's try not to presuppose injury. If we don't presuppose injury, because Trent Williams, again, doesn't get hurt every single year. That's not a normal.
But the last 2 years he has, and that's where I'm concerned.
Hey, he's going to be all right.
But let's say he plays 13. Let's say he gets hurt. He plays 13, 14 games. C-Mac, we all seen C-Mac. He's not less than a top 3, top 4 running back.
That's true.
He doesn't need the 2,000 scrimmage yards to even get that. We understand who C-Mac is, and him able to rest. And of course, the San Francisco media and teammates could be lying, but they say that he looks completely fine. There's nothing wrong with C-Mac. Yeah. I'm not saying that's part of my point, but
that's not trustworthy.
I know. Yeah. I agree.
And Trent Williams, like I said, that he missed 2 months last year. That's too much time for me.
Yeah, but so we got Milton on the podcast now. You can't be right all the time now.
You're just mad you're never right.
Big brother Alex, big brother, I'm going with big brother.
But last year, we're talking difference of schedules. Last year, they had a tough schedule because they were very good the year before. This year, they're playing the AFC South, NFC South. If we look at the worst, and this isn't a huge point because things have changed, but if we look at the top 10 worst run-stopping defenses, 7 of them They play from the AFC South, NFC South. So I'm fine. I think C-Mac is going to feast off of that. They have to worry about, as far as run stoppers, Houston Texans, Tampa Bay, and maybe the Atlanta Falcons if they sure things up.
It will be interesting if they have to overfeed CMC with Ayuk's injury.
So I hope they don't do that.
Injury and Jennings' new calf injury.
I hope that don't do that, because that will. You're right. I hope, because that will kind of lead into your point. I just don't think that will occur. I think they know better that this is your guy that you need for that playoff run because of the easy schedule. So, we'll see. But I think he's going to be a top 2 running back. Don't call it a comeback, C-Mac.
I won't.
Okay.
I mean, that's why I'm not like. That's why I'm with Trey and James. I think because Trey, you haven't spoken for yourself, but I assume that the reason you have him lower than outside your top 5 is because you do have injury history concerns as well.
Yeah, for sure. And then of course they don't have Debo anymore to take some of the load off for that purpose as well.
Or Jordan Mason. Yeah.
Somebody else to look for. So they don't have somebody that you're like, oh crap, we got to watch him too.
That's what you think. That's what everybody thinks when it comes to Kyle Shanahan offenses. And then some guy named Isaac Garindo starts running the ball, averaging 5 yards a carry.
And Shanahan does play a great scheme. I'm just saying, in my opinion, that's why.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah. So let's enter the top 4. Now that Alex is massaging that horrible ACL injury. All right. Here we go.
Need to get high.
Jahmyr Gibbs at 3 and Josh Jacobs at 4.
Well, look at me.
I'm not mad at it. That's cool.
This is not crazy. This is pretty fair.
Fine. This is fine.
I will say, had Jeff not ruined Bijan Robinson, actually, had Jeff not put Brian Robinson over Bijan Robinson,
that's absurd.
This would be Jahmyr and Bijan right here. Just saying.
Yeah.
Can we lean in and be like, and give Jeff grace to say he might have made a mistake?
No.
From name.
This is Jeff.
Yes.
This is Jeff. He has a history of being Jeff Bayless, so no.
I'm just saying, man, because that's wild, bro. Like,
he knew what he was doing. Come on, he put 8 at 32.
I'm pretty sure he was a mistake.
I feel like it was.
Jesus.
I feel like
that went deep. Okay. All right. I'm here for it.
I wasn't ready for that, Alex.
Dude, he sent us a fucking thing on Instagram that David Robinson didn't want to shake Phil Jackson's hand, and he said, "You see, he's a loser." I'm like, bro, I was like, this dude's an idiot. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Love you, Jeff.
Dude, you say one bad thing about the Spurs, oh my god.
I'm glad I don't watch basketball because I've heard some of this takes.
Jeff's panties do get in a bunch when it comes to negative first talk.
I should have called y'all on FaceTime yesterday and let y'all hear the debate that we had at my church yesterday for 3 hours.
I thought Jeff was there. Oh god.
No, Alex would have been on my pastor side.
I'm interested.
He was going in on for Jordan and killing LeBron.
Would they let Alex in the church?
Yeah, I think he did because it was a lot of Chi-Town love going on there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously we have gone off course completely of the talk of football here. Alex, why don't you believe these guys are top 5 guys? Why are you kind of like the odd man out in that situation for both guys?
Is a dog.
I mean, 6 is not too bad. 7, I still think Montgomery's still going to take some touches, some of the load from Gibbs this year, and I think like people don't like, oh well, him losing coordinators should not take away from what Gibbs is going to do.
Yeah,
we shall see. We've seen the Lions without having some good coaches, and it's pretty bad. So I mean, let's just wait. I mean, I understand they still got their head coach at the helm, but we'll see, man. Like I said, David Montgomery is still a hell of a running back, and I could see him taking some touches away from Gibbs.
I mean, there's no one's saying Monty's bad, right? Obviously, he's
No,
talented.
no.
But
I-
last year, Gibbs took the job.
I understand
and
that.
now
but,
it's
like,
and now it's
more
the
and
depth
more
chart's
carries.
official. Yeah,
More and more.
I understand that. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Gibbs were to be like just the lone one and he's getting all the carries, then like his numbers are going to be a lot better. And that's when people will be like, you know what? Like, I think he is the best running back in the league. And then Josh Jacobs, dude, he's a beast.
Yeah.
Again, Love has another running back he's
bailing him out.
bailing him out. I mean, that's what he needs. He needs a great running back. So,
I mean, Gibbs last year. I mean, obviously the team was fantastic, right? They went 15-2 before they choked in the playoffs, but nearly 2,000 yards scrimmages and with 20 touchdowns is insane for a sophomore year. But yeah, I would agree that the touches probably less him back the numbers, but I still think he's gonna be hell of a star. I think he will still be the third best running back this year. Obviously in competition with CMC and other guys around that, that area.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah, I don't think we have any debates here, and I think we all know who 1 and 2 are. I don't even know how much we have to really debate about that one, if anything.
Well, let's see.
Number one.
I want to hear who. Yeah, I want to see what y'all got number one.
Oh, y'all are questioning it. Okay, well, first of all, before we go anything, Cody says Gibbs runs for 200 on the Bears this year.
Okay, all right.
Each game or total between both games? Like, what are we talking about here?
the Lions need to get a little bit of a winning streak on them.
All right, let's go to 1 and 2, and it is the Madden cover of the year.
Milton!
Is on
Oh yeah,
track.
come on! I'm ready to
What?
defend it too. Come on.
Milton,
How?
That's
So-
wild, bro.
Let me clarify, because what I was told, unless I was misinformed, is this is who we're projecting for this upcoming year, not from
That's
last
right.
year.
That's
Right? Okay, so normally the same running back, because overall last year Saquon, you can't really argue he had the best as a running back year. No one has consistency other than a Derrick Henry. When we talk about top 3 running backs of the last 5 years, the key name that's always there is not Saquon, it's Derrick Henry. So I'm going to put my money on the King showing up as the best running back. It was the most silent 1,900 yards I've ever heard of, just because of this guy Saquon.
No, I was screaming it.
I'm not
That's
mad at that, actually.
Yep.
I'm just
Jose,
that's the
really
running
not a
back.
terrible
I
take.
mean, Derrick Henry is back-to-back number 2 guy.
That's what I'm saying. That's really not a terrible take at all. The way
I'm
you
just
No,
saying.
it's not a terrible take.
No, Alex, because he actually can defend his arguments. You
No,
don't.
Milton is right now. You're wrong.
Thanks, man.
You have the same debate as me, fool.
This is
No,
Oh, yeah,
I don't.
right.
Now that I heard that, I think Saquon Barkley is gonna be the worst running back in the league. And put him
Okay,
at
that's not
32.
my argument. All right,
Okay,
let's
Jeff.
not do that. Let's not.
no, but that is a great rebuttal. But my rebuttal to that is
Please.
like with the Giants, he was all that they had. You know what I mean? And then he had the 1 or 2 injuries that he did sustain.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because we all know where he was at that elite level from entering the league. Like,
Right, from rookie year.
yeah. So my thing is, this is like he's running it back with the same team, the same line, and I think it's only gonna. Well, I would only project that. I would only hope that they would project the same type of strategy. Like,
Ooh, well, that's-
we all know Jalen Hurts isn't a heavy ball thrower. Like,
Mhm.
We know Philadelphia is run heavy.
yeah, he's
Sure.
not like that. He's not a Joe Burrow type. He's not a
Right, of course.
Like,
Well-
they're not putting the ball in his hands and telling him to go make plays. They're utilize your mule, and then let's go with some play action, and then you might use your legs here and there. So that's for me. That's the only reason I will rebuttal your rebuttal.
I got a response for it. I
Go
got a
ahead.
response.
Go
So
ahead.
the same thing that you're saying about Saquon having the same offensive line. One, this doesn't probably mean much, but their right guard is gone. Now they're dealing with the guy in Steen that did not play well. But when we look at the Baltimore Ravens, they also have the same offensive line.
Yeah,
They had Mekhi
Right.
Becton before.
If we look at as far as attempts, sure, the Philadelphia Eagles were last in passing attempts, but guess who was next to last? The Baltimore Ravens. So with the same argumentation, I think Baltimore is more suited to continue what they're doing than Philly. I get Philly, it worked because the defense was number one overall for points, yards, all of that. I don't think that's going to continue. I think the Baltimore Ravens defense just got better, as we saw in the latter half of the year and with free agency, right? Especially with Yair Alexander going over there. So I think their defense is going to be able to produce Derrick Henry still being able to just attack defenses, being more run heavy. I actually think Jalen Hurts is going to have a better statistical passing year because he's going to be forced to. I think Saquon, they're not going to stop Saquon every single game. That you can't do it. But we seen it in the Super Bowl. Saquon did absolutely nothing. That didn't mean anything for the wins. That's why I'm not saying anything with the Philadelphia Eagles going to fall off a cliff. I don't agree with that. But I think Saquon, the only reason why I have him number 4 is because I think he's going to be less utilized. He's not going to have almost 350, 360 touches compared to Derrick Henry. He's known to consistently have 300 touches, 300 touches, 300 touches, and not fall off of anything. But he's the guy that's consistent. Go ahead, Jose.
So I do think like if Derrick Henry had been not limited in like half the season, right? Because half the games last year he was limited to 13 or less touches.
Right.
He would have probably broken the record as far as like the
yards per carry.
Also.
He had more yards per carry, so he would have had more yards. Right.
But now my concern is the reason why I keep him at 2 is because, well, John Harbaugh, that coaching staff is probably going to still limit him as much because for whatever reason they don't want to utilize all 18, 17 regular season games that they should, as they should have last year. Because if they had done that, they wouldn't have lost as many games as they did. They wouldn't have been stuck in the 3rd seed. They probably would have been the 1st seed in the AFC for the most part, right? They like not the KC game. What was some of the games? The Raiders game. Oh god, that was horrible to lose that, and other such like that. So I don't know. But Milton, you have him at 4. Like you have him behind Bijan. Like I love Bijan. I think he's fantastic, but Saquon went crazy with
right. So remember, I'm not debating y'all who's the best running back. That's not my claim. I'm not doing that because I wouldn't be. Well, I kind of wouldn't make my stance not number 4, but I would make Derrick Henry number 1. But that's a different debate. I'm saying projecting. I think Bijan is going to be utilized more in the pass and the run game, and he's going to be needed and called on more than Saquon is this upcoming year. I'm not saying he's better at all.
It's like saying the argument too of like when people got mad when some of us didn't put Patrick Mahomes at number 1.
Yeah, that's a bad.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Like even though we put Patrick Mahomes at number 1, we know that he didn't have like top 5 quarterback.
Right. If we go off of the last 2-3 years, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow have had better quarterback years than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah, that's why it's context. Like it being projected for this upcoming year. That's why I have the list as what it is. Saquon is obviously 1 or 2 as far as running back in the league right now. And last year he was number 1. So that's not I'm not disagreeing with that. It's just my projection for this upcoming year.
Factual.
Okay.
That's it.
I mean, I still got these guys 1 and 2 either way. However you want to flip it, it's fine. As I said, 4 was crazy to me. When you put 4 out, that's the only one I was like,
well, 1, you gotta. When we look at the last, like if we look at the top 4 running backs each year, all of that is changing. All of it changes, right? None of it's going 1-2, 1-2. They're always 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. That's not how the NFL works. I mean, it could be a anomaly and happen this year, but I just don't think that's going to happen. I think Saquon. We all know the talent, but I don't think he's going to have a top 2-esque year. I think Bijan's going to have a better year.
I agree with what you're saying because it's basically, for those who don't understand, it's like he's saying they're going to try to preserve him as much as possible. He might be scaled back versus the fact that Derrick Henry is going to be utilized regardless. Like that's their
no matter what. Yeah,
I hope they unleash Derrick Henry.
Huh?
I hope they unleash Derrick Henry. They didn't unleash him last year.
I agree with you. But I think they have to. He needs that Adam Sandler movie. So
they're gonna ground and pound for sure. That's Baltimore's DNA regardless.
I hope so. I got D-Hop, so
That's my son's favorite movie right now is Happy Gilmore too.
Derrick Henry needs to be in the movie.
I haven't seen it yet. Sam said it's crazy. It's a lot of.
Turn your brain off for it. It's like Grown Ups too. Turn your brain off for it.
No, Addison likes it. Addison's always laughing. I'm like, dude, he's like 5 years old. And he's laughing at these grown up jokes. I'm like, why are you laughing?
That's what I'm saying. Turn your brain off.
I really need to. I really need everybody to stop doing remake stuff. Some stuff just needs to remain a classic.
But
I liked it. It was good.
So now we're into the Adam Sandler talk. So I love Grown Ups. I hated Grown Ups too. You gotta turn off your brain to love it. So I'm assuming Happy Gilmore 2 is the same way as that.
Well, some stuff just needs to remain a classic, man. We don't got to remake movies. Just make new movies. How about that?
Ah, right on. I kind of
here for the paydays, bro. They're just here for the paydays.
Yeah, it's Hollywood.
And no one can make an original anymore, James. Everyone's got to make a remake, live action, all this other stuff. So,
speaking of, since Saquon's on the screen, let me ask you, fellas, if my projection is true and they have to pass it more, do you think that the Philadelphia Eagles have the success, not that they had last year, but do you think they still have success as far as making the playoffs, which I think is a given, but playoff success?
Sure.
As well?
Yeah, no. Playoffs, yes. As far as like going far as like Super Bowl or NFC Championship game, if they have to lean away from a Saquon and more pass heavy, then probably not.
Okay. No, because I brought this up before when I think it was like the beginning of the year, where I said if Philadelphia does start to lean more on Jalen Hurts, and we've seen it, it was like a year before that, is that whenever he had all those interceptions issues and all that. The team struggles whenever the team does lean on Hurts.
It also didn't help that the team didn't want to use DeAndre Swift at all and never run the ball with him. And so,
like I said, because they wanted to lean more heavy on the passing game. That's what we're asking. That's what this is what the question is, right? Mm-hmm. I think it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, who's the LC then?
Last year he did decent, and then the year before, that was when he had all those interceptions. I think is correct.
And then I don't like the debate. The people that bring up with Hurts were like, "Oh, you see, Hurts is having a better year. He's gotten better. We're not turning over the ball." No, the thing is, they're not letting him throw the ball as much. That's why you don't see the numbers like that.
And it's still a plus, though. I'm not for Jalen Hurts, but I'm not against. I think it's a good thing because he's more as well.
It's okay. It's okay to not throw the ball. You know the strengths of your team. Right. If you know that your quarterback has an issue of going through progressions and reading coverages, then let's not put the whole game plan on him, and let's rely more.
Words of my brother Cameron Bartholomew Newton. He is a game manager. There's nothing wrong with being
there's nothing wrong with it.
Manager. Game managers still get paid. Game managers still get talked about. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know what's crazy though? With that's a whole different argument. Like because Cam said that, but it's like, okay, well, how do we define that? Are we going to define it just off of, okay, well, because if we look at the year before he had all those interceptions, Jalen Hurts, yes, passing the ball, he wasn't asked to do so much, but he still had to run the ball. Yeah. It was still put on his shoulders to get some of these wins. Yeah. And again, Jose, everybody thinks I'm a Jalen Hurts hater, but I recognize that. You know what I mean? But like a game changer, game manager, if a game manager can't in a certain game turn into a game changer, they're not going to be successful. You know what I mean? I think they have to be both.
My thing with this is this is how I separate the two, because I look at it like you have to be able to go out there and make your own calls, make your own signaling your own calls. Basically, you're putting the team on your back without.
You can't be handcuffed.
Yeah. Okay. You're putting the team on your back without going towards the sideline. Like, this is you. Like, you're going to go to the huddle. You're going to scheme up what you need to get your players open. Like, you and your number one target have to be undeniable. Like, you have to be able to just, hey, you can look. Like, I know Burrow can look at Chase and they can set up a route and get somewhere on the field. I feel like Peyton Manning did that very well with Marvin Jones and Dallas Clark. I feel like he then did it with I can't think of what's his name that came after him.
Demaryius Thomas?
No, for the Colts. What was his name?
Reggie Wayne?
Reggie Wayne, yes, he did it with Reggie Wayne. Like, it was almost what Romo did with Dez or what Breeze did with his guys. When Breeze had all them no-name receivers, like, he could just march up the field. Like, I feel like that's what you have to be able to do. And there's nothing wrong with, like, you can go from a game manager to a game changer and come to your own, because that's where the growth comes in. You're expected to make that growth. Like, Drew Brees didn't start off as Drew Brees. He worked his way into those things. So it's just like, and the same for Tom Brady. Like, it's just going out there and calling your own shots and taking over the ball and not having to worry about, like, okay, you can do it with pretty much doing it without a running back. Like, it's not because of the guy behind me that's creating all this attention that I can therefore go out here and make all these reads and I can look slowly through my progressions. It's the way I see it. Like, and that might not be everybody's definition of it, but that's what I look to is like.
But that's a decent definition.
Like true signal callers, like these true signal callers, like they're greats, like Marino, Breeze, Brady, Montana, like Bradshaw, like just guys that was able to go out there and dominate the ball through the air. Like, you know, I'm gonna pass the ball. It can be 30 inches. I'm passing this ball. You can know I'm going to my star receiver. I can still, like, you knew Phillip Rivers was going to Antonio Gates. You can block, like, you can cover the whole field. Gates can have 3 people on him. He's still going to get the ball. Like, Phillip Rivers was elite when it came to, like, end of the game closing, moving the ball up the field. Like, that's what, like, dude, that's what you want. You want to see that out of him. Like, you don't get it out of here all the time. And that's the same thing as for Dak. Dak is a game manager. Like, he's a sweetheart. You've been in the league 10 years. You should be able to, it could be 2 minutes. You should be able to march this ball up the field and go score. I should not have to worry about you throwing an interception. Like, it should not be that heavy to where, you know, he's going to go to the tight end. Like, bro, make a real read. Like, you got an elite receiver, go out there and get him the ball.
I also think game changers should be able to adapt to game managers, because we saw that this year with Josh Allen, right? They sometimes didn't call on him.
Well, isn't that what people are basically calling Patrick Mahomes the last couple of years?
Game manager.
That he is a game changer that is having to be a manager right now?
Right. Because last year he had an off year, but he had the most game-winning drives.
Exactly. The last 2-3 years, the whole Super Bowl trilogy, you know, it was really more like
I would much rather have that, though, knowing you have that poise in you to where you can calm the storm. Like, hey, guys, we all right. We good. We gonna get back in it. Like, let's go. And being methodical, because you can pick and choose when you want to, like, insert your will. Like, that's the good thing. Like, that's the good thing. That, okay, look, I don't got to put this all on me this game. They can't stop the run. We're going to feed the backs. And then we're going to go out here and hit them with a few play action. Zone reads, we'll get to the end zone, and I'm going to lean on my guy, Travis. Like, that's cool to be able to do that, but you also have to be able to have that dog in you to where, you know what I'm saying, like, people can know where you're going and you still gonna make it happen. Like, and that's why I feel like a few guys are like, that's where you separate them at. Like, it's just levels.
Right on. Yeah. I'm with you.
All right, guys, close it out. I want to ask, do you think any of our running backs could be in contention for MVP this year? No, straight no. Kick it out.
I think Derek can, man. Like, because they're not gonna give Lamar another one like that. Like, Lamar would have to come out here and pass for like 5,000 yards to do something we ain't seen him do. Like, but Lamar is the leader of leaders, so he's gonna be in the conversation. But I think Derek could do it. Like, if Derek was to have another crazy season and like Baltimore does what Baltimore did last year, and like we said earlier, we all know what they did on the draft in the offseason and added like superior pieces, and I don't know how we let them do that again. Good Lord. But they got an elite cornerback. They added some depth in the draft. And just got stronger defensively. So I feel like he could be one of those ones. And I think it sucks, but I don't think there's like he said, there's not another back out there that's like on that type of team that can make that happen. Unless Jahmyr Gibbs just goes crazy and then, you know, he has a stellar year or one of those crazy, insane years that we weren't expecting, and he pulls away. But I don't think there's too many other backs that are in position to do it outside of those two, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we got anything else, guys, any final thoughts before we close out tonight?
Well,
What would y'all take on? I wanted to ask y'all take on Terry McLaurin. Like, what do y'all think of that?
It'll get resolved. He'll be a commander.
You think so?
Yeah, they still have the cap space for it. I don't know what's the delay. Maybe it's the language. The same way like Trey Hendrickson, like they have the duration, the money. They're just trying to figure out the guarantees. I'm pretty sure like they'll settle. Like they'll keep Terry McLaurin. I don't think he's gonna go anywhere.
When I first saw it, my initial thoughts was like damn, bro, like he has been the face of that franchise,
It's a frustration request. I'm not taking it seriously.
Yeah,
it's the same way, bro. Like think of it this way: like if Michael came out and said, "I want to trade request," you think they're gonna do it? Hell no.
Man, listen, I would denounce my.
He needs to, so they can hurry up.
I will denounce my Cowboys fan. Boy, that would be the last straw right there.
Yeah, you can't lose your best player.
Dude.
So to your question, my bad, I went off. I know James said Derrick Henry. What did Chi-Town and what did you say?
Chi-Town, did you say no, Alex?
No, I don't think so because I mean
I just want to throw it out there.
It's typically always a quarterback driven award. To me, honestly, those awards don't really fucking matter. To tell you the truth, the MVP.
They didn't even want to get the Hall of Fame and not win a Super Bowl.
I you have to, I think to me, like you want to be considered one of the greats. I mean, you have to be at least in the dance to hold the trophy at the end of the year. That's all you want is always a chance, and I don't think players are having a mindset to like, oh, you know what, I have to win MVP this year. So like,
I think when you have guys that are like in dynasties and stuff like that, you almost have to go towards the individual awards to like become like recognized as a Hall of Famer. Like I get it, like I understand like it shouldn't just be a QB award stuff, but like there's a lot of guys that didn't get to be Super Bowl champions because Tom Brady was always there, or Peyton Manning, then Eli those 2 years, and Big Ben and whatever. You know, and that's why Aaron Rodgers, you know, one Super Bowl win, but he's got 4 freaking MVPs. Yeah. You know, if Peyton hadn't won that last one, he had those 5 MVPs to rely on. So like a lot of these guys, like Lamar is already guaranteed a Hall of Fame spot because he has 2 MVPs. Josh Allen's not even there, and he has the 1. And we all know how talented Josh Allen is, but he's gonna go down to like if he can't beat Patrick Mahomes in the postseason, well, then I gotta get another MVP, so I can solidify myself as a Hall of Famer. Because those gold jackets is what's gonna keep you recognized forever.
Yeah, I don't think unless the quarterbacks just go downhill, I don't see a running back or a wide receiver taking MVP.
Yeah,
it had to be. It could have been like a special like. If Saquon had broken 2,000 last year, probably not still because Allen and Lamar had some great season.
Yeah.
Like 2021, was it? Like I thought Cooper Kupp should have won it, not Aaron Rodgers. I thought Cooper Kupp should have won it for the.
But you saw Aaron. I agree, but you saw Aaron Rodgers. What he had like 6 interceptions or something like that. So
5,000 yards passing.
Right. So
Brady was right. I thought Brady did better than him that year, and he got second place. But I thought Cooper Kupp for his Triple Crown because his Triple Crown was way more impressive, respectfully, than Jamar Chase's last year. And he was, more successful in the postseason.
That's the year Tom won, right, in Tampa?
In 2020.
Yeah.
Not 2021. 2021 was the Rams.
In 2023, especially C-Mac not getting it when the quarterback play was technically down.
That could have been up for grabs for anybody.
Right. Yeah, C-Mac could have got it, but he didn't. So it's like, I don't think
C-Mac had more of an argument than Purdy and Dak, which I know
he had more than Lamar as well. But they still gave it to the quarterback because Lamar did well at the end of the year.
No. But once the Ravens beat the Niners, that's when
that was it. Yeah, I agree.
Lamar.
I agree with that. Yeah.
So it is what it is. It's obviously a broken system, but it's a lot better than other places. I mean, there's certain leagues that probably need to get revamped too, but All right, fellas, it is what it is. Milton, you got any final words? Anything you want to share with the world? When's the next People's Debate?
Yeah, make sure that you look up the People's Debate, no spaces. You'll see this face. You might even see Jose's face. Make sure you hit one of the videos. You like the dang video. You subscribe to the channel, more importantly. That'll help me sleep at night. So I'd appreciate that tremendously. But yeah, we don't have a show this upcoming week. I want to start going live with some of the fellows with some of these news. Like I saw a top 5 quarterback list for the NFC. Chi-Town, did you see that? Jordan Love #1. That was crazy. I want to review stuff like that because I think the arguments are flawed, the logic's flawed, and I just want to kind of
just don't do it on TikTok. James is gonna get you banned real quick.
Yeah. Well, that take is gay. yeah. I don't need that. Yeah. Sure. But
thanks, James.
It's
James
fun.
Swole out here. Whoa!
It's fun whenever Milton does it.
I didn't even think about it. I'm free. I'm not in TikTok jail no more. So
one month ban is gone.
I always put Pat Suck on all his.
Yeah, you sure do. And someday I'm gonna block you. So a couple more strikes and you're out. But I'm thankful for y'all letting me join. I feel at home. Appreciate that.
Always good.
But yeah, again to the people that are watching, I'm the host of the People's Debate. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Of course, subscribe to this channel. But more than that, again, yeah, fellas. Thank y'all for having me.
James is just happy that the black man's in the house. I know
half. So you got 1.5 black men on screen.
All right. Oh, you know what? James says half don't count. So sorry.
I appreciate it. Hey, whatever. Cool. Whatever I fit in. Hey, man. I'm good.
Alex is ready to whip that freaking crutch at the screen. He's like, okay, we gotta get off now because he's been sitting down way too long. Yeah. But all right, fellas. I mean, next week we'll see. We have another episode. I haven't really talked to the guys yet about topics, but we need to break down these divisions. And obviously, like last year, we did 2 divisions at once: the East, West, South, and North. If we do, James, I might as well talk to you about it. If we do the East next week or so, I might go Cowboys heavy and invite a lot of Cowboys fans up here so y'all can attack me at once.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Real quick, also, I wanted to give a shout out to James because it was probably y'all's last show or the show before. You gave me credit for my Broncos take, and of course, Jose just shot it down. But appreciate you remembering that y'all were so disrespectful to the Broncos.
Very disrespectful.
Hey, I'm doing what Joey Swoll should have done. I don't apologize for nothing.
Yeah, you immediately said, "Oh man, that's the guy that had the Saints take." I don't care. All right.
I don't want to hear it, bro.
It was good while it lasted. I appreciate that.
I had the same take. Everybody was telling me I don't know football.
You're the only one that says that nobody actually comes at you. Who are you talking to? Your imaginary friend? Goddamn. Everyone.
Right, James. Right, James.
Yes, sir.
We're not allowed to raise our voice.
You're doing a dictatorship over here, Jose. What? Come on.
Apparently, I didn't know I had a bunch of softies on the damn.
Fellas, it's a democracy.
Hey, look at this harsh words, softy. People get beat up for stuff like that, Jose.
Yeah. Hey, when I say
lucky I'm on one leg.
I don't want you to be soft. Don't be soft, James, at the combine.
I'm gonna be Alex.
Don't be soft like Alex's leg, bro.
Okay, Kobe.
I'm gonna be like the guy in dodgeball. I'm gonna throw wrenches at you.
I'm be like Jeff. Don't bring that mama mentality over here, bro. I don't like people with mama mentality. If you have mama mentality, you're out of my team, bro.
Oh
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, this show couldn't be on TikTok.
Yeah, we should definitely show up in Kobe and Wade jerseys. And
I have a Kobe shirt. I'm gonna wear a Kobe shirt.
I saw that episode. That's crazy.
Milton, are you free in 2 weeks? Do you want to do the draft combine and fill in for somebody?
Is it on Thursday?
No, it's on Saturday. No, like we're actually gonna be in person at a park.
Oh, Saturday. Well, I should be. Depends what time. But I'm down. Just send me the info.
I can't even drive. You know that, Jose?
What the hell?
So what do you? So
well, yeah, you can't break.
You don't have nobody covering for you. Like you have 20 brothers and sisters. You don't not one.
Whoa, that is disrespectful.
They work in
How?
It might be a fact, so I don't know.
They work
How?
in Austin.
James, I am his brother-in-law. What the fuck are you
Well,
saying?
no,
I'm being
Could be a
disrespectful.
fact.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's thinking like Mexicans coming out of a. Yeah, I'll leave it.
Hey, yo,
I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. I left it there.
Pause. Always on the pause.
There.
Milton pause win.
Better watch out because I still remember what Hulk Hogan said. So careful.
Oh my god. Oh,
And you can't be softer. You gotta go. You gotta go in. You can't apologize for nothing. You just gotta accept it.
Accept it. Move on.
All right, guys. For Trigger J Parker, the Professor Accent Cruz, Humble Hater James, and our boy Pause Milton. I almost said guys. So we are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are canceled.